Howdy, folks. Welcome in. Feel free to let me know if my audio levels are bad. I've still got them in the same settings as I had them last night when I played Mega Man X. I had to turn my desktop audio way down for that. Hey, what's up, Dyer? How's it going? We're gonna load up our game here. I was gonna stream earlier, but I had a massive headache. I'm lucky that I took ibuprofen and it calmed it down, so I'm able to function again. All right. So my plan today is to build my first space plane. Now that I have splace. Now that I have space plane materials. Hi, Hera. All right. So we'll go ahead and start with a cockpit. So for my very first design, I'm just gonna kind of wing it. You went interplanetary for the first time? I can't remember if you told me or not, but congratulations nonetheless. Impressive. I do remember you talking about you were going to do it. That's awesome. I'm still trying to think of a name, what I'm going to call my, what I'm going to refer to my Apollo program as for going to the moon or Minmus. Ooh, that's going to be fun to send probes. I can't wait for that. All right. It's been a couple days, so I have to remind myself how to actually play the game. So structural. Okay. So I can make myself structural fuselage. All these wings. Is Moho like this universe's Pluto? So I'm going to try a simple design first just to get my bearings. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I could throw a service bay out here. Shouldn't hurt anything. Okay. So I guess the question I have is how long I should make this. Maybe one more? And then start doing engines? Because I figure I can put my wings here. This universe. Oh, Mercury. You can open and close the service bay in the space plane hangar. Oh, that's cool. See, I've been using the service bay wrong. I've been putting stuff on the outside of them. But yeah, that would be the perfect place for mystery goo, I would think. Yes. Look how smart that looks. And then I can hit close, snap shut. I mean, I guess I could put the other stuff in there too, but we'll see. I'm going to focus on getting this thing flight worthy real quick. I mean, now that I'm thinking, because I'm going to need fuel tanks. So I don't know how long I can get away with making it, if that makes sense. Fuel adapter, liquid fuel fuselage. Okay, so that's what carries the jet fuel. Mark 0 and Mark 1. What's the difference here? Mark 0 is tiny. It holds 50. Mark 1 holds 400. Okay. So my instinct here. Let's throw some wings on. Now this doesn't have to get to space yet. I know it's probably not going to be space worthy yet. Mark 0 is perfect size for the Juno jet engine for like side boosters. Yeah. I know I still have to play around with which ones are they? The thuds. Haven't even messed with the thud engines yet. Okay, let's get some wings. You know, I might want to have wings on both sides. Yeah, maybe. Circular air intake. So I assume, like on the sides here. Oh my God. I already know so much is probably going to go wrong with this, but it's going to be funny. Uh, yeah, no, I have to fix those wings. Oh, is my snap not on? Yeah, I got that. That should be the proper setting, yes. Oh, I see. So that's how I can get stuff straight on instead of always being at a weird angle. Okay, that makes sense. Hmm. Well, it may look a bit silly, but I have nothing else to add to that actually. It just may look a bit silly. All right. Okay, so maybe I should have the fixed landing gears back here, and then have my steerable landing gears up front. That would make a little bit more sense than having my steerable ones in the back. Just a regular aerodynamic cone. Yeah, a little bit too much junk in the trunk, huh? Where's my aerodynamics? Am I allowed to have a nose cone back there? Wait, is there a way to flip this around? Or is it always just going to be pointed like that? Rotate? Ah. Select a part to rotate. Ah, gotcha. There we go. Hey, Alpha. How's it going, man? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Here, I'm feeling like it's going to be a better idea to put my steering stuff up here. Okay, there we go. I forgot how to pan my camera properly. Fix landing gears back here. Well, it's going to be all kinds of lopsided. Here, I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm trying to fly. Yeah, I could put it here. It's not forward enough. Or I can make it a tripod and give it one wheel, like a, you know, real aircraft. The result should be humorous, at least. No, this is really meant for... Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Alright, now let's slap some engines on this. So engines are gonna have to go in the wings. Some Junos. Yeah, Mark Zero fuel tanks are gonna go on there. I don't need to, like I was saying earlier, I don't need to try to get to space yet. I do need to get airborne though, at least. Okay, let me think about something here. Strut connectors, which I might need. Well, that looks goofy. Is that gonna be okay? Press exit out. I know what it's missing. It needs a big ol' antenna right up on top. It could have two, it could be like a bug. Toggle center of mass and lift overlays, whatever they're called. Ah, there's my center of mass. And thrust. Oh, so I thought this blue arrow, because I didn't see the perspective, so I thought it was pointing like to the right. It's just like, why am I leaning to the right? I don't know. Is that a good thing? I mean, we're gonna test it, but hmm. So I have an airport I can go that's really nearby. I've had my eye on it, but oh wow, that's potentially a lot actually. So I just got to figure out how to. I could probably glide my way to the airport, but I got to figure out how to. The fuel only works in the atmosphere. Uh, I mean, yeah, I just make sure I don't go too high until I build a better plane. But I don't really have any contingencies. See, at least with my regular spaceships, if something went wrong, I could just, break away and then throw my parachutes and Jeb would live, like almost every time. But in this, If I don't land properly, Jeb's just gonna die. And I don't know, maybe I should put a parachute on it for when I land to slow me down. I could do I could do a decoupler. But if I want control, I can't, you know. I guess I could keep it as my emergency switch, but I would have to now it might be a good idea actually to throw a parachute on the back of it because the rear go boom. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense when you've got a regular spaceship and you're just trying to thrust, you know, straight up. But yeah, droogs are going to be the answer. All right. I forgot about getting this. Crew cabin. Put my flag on it. Navigation light Mark 1. Oh, okay. Lights. Drogues. Drogues, that's what they are. So I can at least do, well, I can do two. Turn these overlays off. Does it not let me? I guess not. Aww. My dog just scared our kitten. She ran away. Ah, there it is. That's what I did. That's why it was different. I thought for some reason it was just different because I was doing a space plane. Thank you. Okay, so I got parachutes. I've got the greatest captain of all time. He's got a parachute so he can bail if he needs. I've got some science stuff inside. Oh, I should probably put some lights on this. I was just looking at them. I should add the barometer and thermometer. I may as well. There's no reason for me not to. There we go. I knew I was missing something. All right. So we've got a simple plane, supposedly airworthy at least. And And let me do a quick check. Do I need anything else? Engine plate. Okay. Oh, I need a tail fin. Let me turn back on my snap. There we go. Hey, thanks for following, Jameson. Alright, tail fin. Do I need more more stuff? But alright, so now what to name the air? Yeah, I guess I can call it an aircraft. It's not really a spacecraft yet. This is uh this is the right because it's the first plane. Sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and save it. Uh-oh. I have one more part than I ought to have because I still need to upgrade my my hangar. That's okay. I don't really need the lights. Just take those off of there. Alright, let's go ahead and launch. Replace the two front wheels. Oh, you think I need to steer? So my initial thought was that if I do my steerable wheels, those are too short, and then I'll be all lopsided. We'll go ahead and give it a shot. Let's let's see. Here's the nearest airport, the Island Airfield. So we're gonna see if we can't navigate towards that. And I have never taken off like this, so this is going to be very interesting. All right, let's turn on our stuff. All right, our stage is just going to be parachutes. So as soon as I hit my space bar, we're going to start throttling up. Actually, I can get my throttle ready. I can write, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'll have to go back to the drawing board after this test flight. I'm just going to try not to kill Jeb. All right, here we go. Picking up speed. Now throttle back down. No, Jeb. Jeb, buddy. Can I get a crew report? You just transmit it. Never mind. Uh, that's fine. All right. We're just going to go back to the drawing board on that one. Okay, steerable wheels. We need steerable wheels. 100%. Oh, dirt. That looks a little more even, yeah. So save that new design. Does transmitting always make me get less science? Hmm. I might need stabilizers, but where are my stabilizers? I thought the Elevon would be enough. Yeah, like if they're the same amount of science, I'll click transmit if I've got enough battery power and I don't have anything else to do, but lately I've just been keeping the research. Turn back on center of mass. Oh, excuse me. That's my center of mass right here. Which I do have a big ass fuel tank right here, but it's probably unnecessary. If I need my center of mass to go forward, I could just replace that with structural fuselage. But I've really only 6 tons, so, and I've got quite a bit of thrust potential. Can I still open that just fine? Yeah. You lied backward? Yeah, I don't need that much fuel. Maybe if I was going to space, I'd need that much fuel. We'll just top this off. Structural, there we go. Structural fuselage. Horizontal. Do I have horizontal stabilizers? Got elevons. I don't know if I've got stabilizers. I might. I just don't know where they are. Might be overlooking them. Micro landing stride. Ah, gotcha. Sideways tail fins. Probably in my next set of unlocks, I imagine. Okay, so let's throw my tail fin back on here. Oh, I was thinking you meant like an actual item. I understand now. So like tail fins on the sides. So that. Let's save it. As a general rule, should my center of mass be in front of or behind my wings? Well, the best way to find out is to give it a try. You want the center of mass behind the wings, ideally. Center of lift behind, center of mass in front. Okay. Set it. We'll set us here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a go. I have faith in Jeb to. Oh, I know what I'm missing. I need parachutes. I'm just slapping 2 on there because I'm pretty close to my limit. That should be fine to slow me down if I need it. Why is it giving me like one's a green star and usually you want the center of lift slightly behind the center of mass. Okay. I think this should probably work. It should work better than the last one anyway. Why am I bouncing up and down like that? Am I going by myself? That's odd. Alright, Jeb. Godspeed. I'm praying that I do not kill you. Everyone pray for Jeb. Prayer emojis in the chat or however you would like to honor Jeb. All right, give it a try. Uh, are my wheels messed up? Oh, it's because my engines are blown right into them. I think that's what's... Alright, Jeb, you're not gonna die today. Deploy... No, don't deploy parachute. Oh, but I probably have to come to a stop, don't I? Shut my engines down. Shut her down. And I can't stop. Is there a button for brakes? Oh, right click wheels. Friction. Ah, there we go. There's where the brakes are. Brakes action group. Okay. That's for raising and lowering my gear, I assume. If I had one that actually popped out. Oh, that's cool. Does this yield me anything? Since I'm out here. I am still rolling forward. There we go. Alright, maybe I can take the stabilizers off? I hope I don't go boom. Or is it possible to... Probably not. How big are winglets? Z for full acceleration, X to stop okay, deceleration. Alright, let's just try to run it like this. You know what? I'm sure it's fine. Jeb has my full confidence. Well, I didn't start uh, with rolling. Okay, I'm rolling a little bit. Alright, we're gonna do Z. Uh, well, we're going for an ocean landing, Jeb. Sorry. Sorry, Jeb. Okay, so I think my problem was either I wasn't going fast enough or I didn't have my RCS and SAS turned on when I tried to pull up. Yeah, but I'm short on cash. I mean, it worked for the most part, and even the rough landing because I was still accelerating when I wasn't meaning to, or I was still burning my engines. I could have slowed down even more, but there's not really any room for error when I'm doing this. And it was unfortunate to lose my parachutes like that. I wonder if I should move these up front instead of having them hang out the back. There's my layout. Center of mass, center of lift. Moving up front's a bad idea, huh? Is my nose cone I mean, it does move my center of mass forward a little bit. But it's not like a super huge change. Yeah. That's why I wasn't looking at it. That's basically as far forward as I can go. If I want the center of mass to be a little bit in front, I move it like there. Like merging into behind, or are we talking like separated, like more like that? Because I have separation here, and then I get here, and then they start merging. Okay. I mean, that seems like it should be better. Hello, Phoenix. I can't pet you right now. Yes, I know. Oh, she's gonna sit in my lap. All right. We'll give it another go. All right, let's see if it makes a difference to get that stuff turned on. Start at my engines. Turning on RCS does nothing? Okay. It's not a good time, kitty. Alright, we have liftoff. Well, it's certainly not easy to control. Where am I going? Okay, my airfield is this way. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But Jeb's a regular red bear, and I have faith that if anyone can get me there, he can. Oh, come on. Come on. Oof. Alright, we can do it. I'm gonna land this plane one way or the other. Nope. Alright, I guess we're going for a water landing. Because I don't think I can get proper elevation. At least I've got plenty of fuel left. Well, on a positive, it's not as horrible to control this thing as I thought it was going to be. But, alright, I'm going to do a better approach this time. Come on, pull up, pull up. Circle back around here shortly, and I'm going to start a more sane descent. See, if only I were a pilot, I would understand aviation enough to just do this. That wasn't good. Jet really did about die right there. Alright, this will be the last go around. Oops. This is the worst plane ever. Yeah, I need to slow it down. I did have my throttle down. No. No. Okay. Sorry, Jeb. Anything? We gotta get all the science we can at least out of this. Get a crew report. Alright. Let's get you out of the water now. Oh, it's definitely a skill issue, Dyer. Like, I'm confident that a good enough player, like, no matter how bad the craft, could have done that. Because I almost did it. I just biffed it. Alright, well, I got 48 science now. That might be enough to unlock something, actually. So I've got flight control and I've got basic science. And that stuff is all 90. You've almost finished the tech tree. Nice. I gained antenna. I'll probably grab flight control just so I can play with the new wings. Okay. Let me take a look at mission control because I need to see what contracts I've got going because I forgot. Okay, atmospheric surveys. Oh yeah, this one I have to do 3 different locations. That's right. Well, let's take a look at our plane. Let's think about it. So the control was terrible. Uh, how can we improve the control? We can. There's a Delta Deluxe winglet. Maybe moving it further back would be better. My wings, I mean. I should turn this on. So it was about right there, I think. Maybe about right there. What do you think? You think that's better? I mean, I got my center of lift like basically inside my center of mass. Give it a save. Well, I'm more confident now this time because I have a better idea of where I'm going and what I'm doing and how it's going to control when I get in the air. Would any of the new wings actually be good for that? Because I've got, or do they have to be tail fins? I don't know if winglets and fins would do the same thing if you added them as horizontal stabilizers, or if it has to be something with tail fin control. If that makes sense, anyway. Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely changes the center of lift. Like that. How many parts do I have left? Okay. Well, let's run. I want to see how these work. This is better than. than not having them. Or if the placement of my engines is going to mess anything up. I don't know. Theoretically, it should be fine. Alright. Well, let's test it. I'll see for myself if this is a bad idea or not. Disable roll control for tail fins and pitch control for wing control surfaces. Oh, let me turn that stuff on. So I could disable both of my elevons pitch and then disable my tail fin roll. I do that, and only leave yaw on the vertical fin. Alright, let's see. No roll. No roll. That one's only yaw. Alright, I mean, makes sense to me, kind of. Alright, well, we will see. Turn the lights on to be cool. Oh, and set my navigation. We will see how this controls. Alright, turn our brakes off, and we'll go ahead and start our engines. Yeah. Oh, scrap that launch. So I could move my engines, and maybe that's the play. Maybe I need to move my engines. Because my engines are too close, they're being interfered with my stabilizing. So go ahead and turn that on. That should work, yeah. sure. All right, so no pitch, no roll, and then I only want yaw on my vertical. Okay, so my engines are far away enough. This should work. Yeah, so I don't have to mess with that again. That'll be nice. Alrighty. Am I frozen? What's going on here? There we go.